Janine dying in the new trailer for The Handmaid's Tale Season 5? Is she perhaps becoming an aunt? Let's go through Janine's transformation and see what awaits her in the upcoming episodes of the series, shall we? After what seemed like an eternity, Hulu decided to announce the release date for the fifth much-anticipated installments of the popular dystopian series. In June 2022, see what they did there, the streamer announced that the show will return on Wednesday, September 14th with 2 episodes, followed by the rest coming out weekly. Sadly, we won't be able to binge-watch the new season in a day. The series premiered back in 2017, it's created by Bruce Mitter, and it serves as an adaptation of Margaret Atwood's 1985 dystopian novel of the same name. The show has made several variations from the novel, but it at least tries to stay as loyal to the source material as possible. As you already know, the plot focuses on June, one of the last fertile women in Gilead. She and the other handmaids are forced to bear children for the rich commanders and their wives. Anyway, Hulu also released a trailer, a mind-blowing trailer indicating some really awful events. It looks like June won't be given the free out-of-jail card, and she'll have to go through hell and back again.
Nor cheat, nor lie, for I am the Lord.
While focusing on June and everything she has to go through in the upcoming season, a lot of fans missed a very shocking moment in the trailer footage. Madeleine Brewer, the actress who plays Janine Lindo in the Hulu series, said she'll have to use even more of her 9 lives in the upcoming episodes. In the trailer, her character seems to die. Yes, and we're not sure whether we're ready to say goodbye to the rebellious handmaid. In fact, we honestly thought she would be given a bigger role in the next episodes. We even thought she would be the next protagonist. But the new trailer sees her sprawled across the floor, and the scene looks terrifying. Now, it's not like she had a nice, peaceful life in the previous installments. This woman hadn't a break ever since the pilot episode of the show, and now it appears as if she's near the end of her life. As already mentioned, a lot of fans missed the clip because it's over in a flash. Those who have seen the clip agree that Janine's future looks pretty uncertain at the moment. Thankfully, we know more details thanks to star Madeleine Brewer, who decided to drop some hints in an interview with EW.
Don't tell me she couldn't have taken you with her. She's done it before. Maybe this time.
The character is at the heart of fan made-up theories regarding the plot for the next installment. No wonder why, considering the trailer footage. Janine has played an essential role in the series so far as the handmaid who was in the same training center as June. She's also known as one of the most rebellious handmaids in Gilead, but that was before she received some terrible punishments, including having her right eye removed. So after most fans thought she had lost her life, we discovered that she survived the Chicago bombings and was taken back to hell, aka Gilead. Brewer spoke with EW about her character's future, and she said that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. No, seriously, the actress said that her character is like a cat with 9 lives. But we all know that she had used some of these 9 lives, and apparently she'll use even more in the next episodes, which only explains the previous mentioned trailer footage. Interestingly enough, the actress also said that Janine will go through a transformative period and apparently will see a side of the character that we never saw before. In her own words, as per usual, she's a cat with 9 lives, and if you've been watching the show, you know she used up several of them already, and I'm gonna just say this season is no exception to that.
Actually, I wanted to say something about Mrs. Keyes.
We will also see a side of Janine this season that we haven't seen before. In the same interview, the actress confirmed that for most of the next season, the handmaids will be out of Gilead, adding that everyone is experiencing things that they haven't yet experienced. We already said that she hadn't a break for a long time, and since her role in the show is pretty essential, our theory is that she'll have one of the key roles in the destruction of Gilead. She'll be glad to help June destroy what destroyed them. What do you guys think about that? What worries us is that she's stuck with Aunt Lydia, and thus her path will be filled with challenges, difficult challenges she'll be forced to face. This only brings us to one question: is Janine becoming an aunt? As previously mentioned, there are tons of theories regarding the plot in future episodes. Some fans say that Serena will lose her baby as her baby will be taken from her, others claim that Gilead will go after June, and some even say that Janine Lindo will become an aunt thanks to Lydia. Although this theory sounds crazy at first, it's pretty reliable once you go into details. So here's why fans believe Janine will become an aunt in the next installment. Janine tried to escape Gilead a couple of times, but sadly her attempts were unsuccessful, and the last time she tried to do this, she was alongside June. Sadly, she was taken back to Gilead. Most fans hoped to see a happily ever after for both, but we were once again devastated when Janine was forced to return to the person who is responsible for most of her sufferings and punishments, Aunt Lydia, a character portrayed by Anne Dowd.
I just want to be with my daughter.
No! By the way, the performance of Anne Dowd is so incredible that most of the cast members of The Handmaid's Tale were terrified of her. However, after Janine was back in Gilead, something really weird happened. Instead of forcing her to go back to, Lydia decided to let her stay in the Red Center. This is why most fans believe that she's about to become an aunt. You see, this attitude by Aunt Lydia could also be explained by her being a key role in the destruction of Gilead. In the source material, she is the one who puts an end to Gilead once and for all. And this sudden change in her attitude, acting all friendly and polite towards Janine, is perhaps the beginning of her transformation. But as already mentioned, we don't know whether the show will utilize this storyline, and we're not certain whether Aunt Lydia will be the one who helps in the destruction of Gilead. Even though Janine becoming an aunt sounds crazy, Reddit user YouBigfoot114 explained this theory the best while indicating some big changes for the character.
And praise be to you, my dear, for your very valuable assistance.
The very dedicated fan pointed out Aunt Lydia's rise in power was also beginning to take shape around the end of Season 4. I believe she'll continue to rise in power and basically get whatever she wants without others questioning her. I'm curious about her relationship with Janine. She truly loves and cares about Janine and knows that Janine doesn't want to go back into service. Based on Janine's success in taming Esther Keys, I wonder if Aunt Lydia will actually begin grooming Janine to be an aunt. Think about it, Aunt Janine. Not so long ago, showrunner Bruce Miller told EW that the series will now be like Sophie's Choice, the series. June's actions in the last installment will have some major consequences, not only on her, but on everyone else in the series. And yes, the biggest war between June and Serena is about to come. The idea that Janine becomes an aunt makes sense because if she's not given the responsibilities of a handmaid, Aunt Lydia will have to make sure Janine has some commitments. This is a perfect theory once you consider the fact that Aunt Lydia wants to keep Janine close and she's certain that she'll try to escape again. It was also confirmed that you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. No, seriously, considering what Madeline Brewer had to say about her character's future, perhaps this is what she meant by "we'll see a different side of Janine." See you in the next video, guys.